So it's Christmas Eve, so most of my movie watching is going to be Christmas related, new to me films. And I've watched two. I have a third one I'm going to watch, and then per tradition, I'm going to go see It's a Wonderful Life, one of my all-time favorite movies. But two of the three new to me Christmas movies I'm watching this year were European Christmas Eve movies that are a little outside the box. The first one was 1961's Plácido, directed by Luis García Berlanga. It's from 1961. It was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film and also entered into the 1962 Cannes Film Festival. Did not win Best Foreign Language Film at the Oscars that year. It all takes place on Christmas Eve in a small town in Spain where they're doing a fundraiser for the poor. And our main character, Plácido, is trying to raise money to save his truck, who he's rented out to the town. And they have a big giant star on it for this parade thing that they're having. And he needs to make one more payment to the bank on his truck. However, he is short, and his family is so short on money right now that they're living in a public bathroom. And there's a great scene where there's a nativity like in a sink. And they're like charging people to use the bathroom, even though it's a public bathroom, so that they can get a little income in. It's quite good. And there's like a train coming in. They're expecting all these movie stars to come and help for the fundraiser, and they're all like B stars. And the organizer of the actors is like, okay, now when am I getting paid? And the guy from the hometown is like, it's charity. So like no one's getting paid. Lots of shenanigans happen. And you follow sort of everyone in the hometown, mostly Plácido, but a few other people throughout the hometown as the celebration continues, including an auction, dinner. You follow the B actresses as they're having really strange dinners with people. And it's a very talk-heavy film, and it's a very pitch-black comedy of manners and social niceties. And I quite enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching more Luis García Berlanga films. I don't know if we have any other ones on Filmstruck, but I know this one is on Filmstruck, so you can check it out that way. And I just thought it was absolutely delightful. The next one I watched was very strange. And actually, I had found this film on the internet through its poster, and then thought it wasn't available anywhere without realizing that it was on Filmstruck the whole time. It got added when I was in Italy at the Pordenone Film Festival, and so I didn't realize that we had it, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. So, obviously I had to watch it because the poster's amazing. And the title's amazing. It's called L'assassinat du Père Noël, which in English is Who Killed Santa Claus? With a title like that, you know it's gonna be good. And it's an adaptation of a novel. It was made in 1941 during the occupation of France and using German funds, so it's sort of a collaboration film, if you will. Directed by Christian-Jaque, and it's set in a small town in France where a duke is coming home for the first time, or a count. I can't remember if he's a duke or a count. For the first time in like 15 years. He's traveled the world. He's learned a bunch of languages. He's decided there's no place like home, so he's coming home for Christmas. Everyone thinks he has the plague or leprosy or all kinds of things. There's this wonderful woman who goes around basically saying really dark things like, we're all dying all the time, it's fine. And there is a man who makes globes for a living who also dresses up every year as Santa Claus. His daughter has fallen in love with Count. She thinks of everything in terms of fairy tales. She wants to name her son Tom Thumb. And her daughter Cinderella, and so she's seeing everything as a fairy tale, and now her prince has come. And that's sort of a B plot. But then there's also some robbers and things, and eventually Santa Claus dies, only it's not the real Santa Claus, spoilers, sorry. And all these kids are freaking out because they've been writing letters to Santa, and this one kid has leg injuries, and so he can't leave his bed, and he thinks Santa's not going to visit him, and you're like, no. And then especially when Santa's been killed, they're like, what's going to happen if he can't get his stuff? He was a good kid. So lots of shenanigans ensue. Drunk Santa, dead Santa, anything you want with Santa, pretty much. And because it's mostly a comedy, things end up quite happy at the end. So if you're looking for some sort of outside the box Christmas movies to watch tonight, I recommend both these films. They're both black comedies. One's from France, one's from Spain, 1941, 1961, different eras, but still fun sort of societal black comedies, both of which are available on Filmstruck, and both of which I recommend.